tell you what, it looks like the NFL is starting to fully embrace Anthony Richardson because we've seen him now get about the highest draft projection that you can get, Nicholas. Number
Doesn't get
one
any higher.
overall. Nope. He is now projected to go first in the draft. That was the latest projection from CBS, and I don't think it's going to be the last because he's getting ready to head to the combine
That's what
next
I'm
week.
saying. We haven't even got the Anthony Richardson hype missile hasn't even been launched yet. He hasn't even shown up to Indianapolis at 250 running a 4.4 yet. He hasn't even
He hasn't even jumped. He
football.
hasn't even had the 45 vert yet.
Like the Anthony Richardson hype is slowly building, and it's almost annoying, Zach. Like you and I have like been championing Anthony Richardson for years now, and it's almost like Gator fans are like, "Hey, look at this," and you're like, "Yeah, where have you been? We've been saying this for more than a year now, and now you're like, oh yeah, but so and so said it." You're like, "Well, you called me an idiot when I said he should leave." And he's going to be a very rich man in a couple months.
Yeah, it's obviously like you said, he hasn't even started going through the full process yet, and just already the buzz that's out there. You know, the NFL official Twitter account tweeted out his highlights from last season, and man, it is hard to watch those and not look at him, as they said, as the best quarterback in the draft, or certainly as they labeled it, the most athletic quarterback in the draft. Now, we've seen the inconsistencies, we've seen the up and down performances, and some of the growing pains that he went through in his first year as a starter, which I think for maybe some Florida fans, it's why it's taken them some time to fully see and realize his potential. But now it's there. And I think now he's going to get to this combine. He's going to go through this draft process. Teams are going to see the highlights. They're going to acknowledge the lowlights, but they're going to see his skill set. They're going to see his numbers. They're going to see his measurables and say, this guy is a physical specimen and freak. And he's got all the tools that we need at the quarterback position. And yes, we know he needs some work. Yes, we know he's not fully developed. Yes, we know he could have maybe used another season as a starter in college. But we have this QB that we're going to be able to mold, and we're going to coach him up. He's going to be the perfect fit for our offense, and we're using our first pick on him. And looks obviously like where things are trending. I don't think he's going to make it out of the top 5, and at this point would be shocked if he's even close to the top 10, Nick. I mean, it's just he's only going to improve his stock as we get closer to April.
The late, great Al Davis would have traded shares in the Oakland Raiders to move up to draft Anthony Richardson after his combine he's going to have. And listen, I totally understand Florida's fans' frustrations, but I think the frustrations around Anthony Richardson are because deep down you realize that he is that dude. He can be that guy, and he just wasn't consistent enough for your team last season. He's not everyone. Like, the defense was terrible, atrocious in 2022. He can't play defense. He turned the ball over too much. He thought too much. Yes, he probably could be a better quarterback if he came back another year. If you're going to be 1-1, 1-5, why would you ever come back? And to the people who thought this is a second round, third round guy, he's making a mistake. Okay.